that is what you call a good intro. But to put everything aside, that is an actual thing you can do in this game called Motorslice. And honestly, it might be a pretty good game I've played. I may have died a few times. I'll slap up my stats somewhere on the screen for you to look at. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I like how it works. So I've made a mini script, kinda. Oh, 4 chapters, so it's quite short. So let's just talk about how the plot is. Basically, you're a girl called P who wields a chainsaw sword, like some 40k type thing, and the chainsaw sword is called Slicer. It's quite good. And basically, you're sent in to a major brutalist mega structure. And by brutalist, it's quite brutal. In many ways. Like, constantly dying, constantly getting shredded, constantly falling, constantly getting cut in half. There's many brutal ways, because you, have to destroy rogue construction machines. You'd be going, oh, that sounds easy. I mean, yeah, sure, there's little bulldozer things like the claw dudes, a road roller, and basically, they're all based off real construction machines, I think. But I'll get onto that later. Because when I say I think, there's a weird squid thing. Yeah? Squid? Octopus. Flying tentacle monster. And honestly, the scene to introduce it is quite good. Funny. A very annoying enemy. Because you have different ways of attacking. You can swing, that's one. Swing again. Swing again. It's like Dark Souls. If you play like Dark Souls, you can probably get good at it. And simple, it will shoot a little laser at you to tell you choke. To tell you where it's going to shoot. It goes phew, and you get cut in half. That's it. But you can parry. Yeah, you can parry. You can parry anything. Now, this comes along later, but there's a literal Metal Gear. No joke, there's a literal Metal Gear. And I'll tell you about it later, because after the plot, I'm going to tell you more about the mechanics and enemies, so it's more fun. And I might tell you about the bosses later. You know. But yeah, you can parry. All you have to, well, depends on the enemy, because the tentacle dude, you need to hold, yeah, you have to hold your attack in, like a heavy, and you go ding, and it's weird, that's what I don't understand. I understand where you do a super attack, heavy attack, charged attack, it will literally fling the saw blade back to the squid dude, but it can also keep on moving among different enemies. It's interesting. But apart from that, you do have a robot friend, a floating orb drone named Orby. And honestly, it's it gets very freaky with the orb. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, the orb's not really the bad guy, it's just a cool dude. And I mean, the cutscenes are quite funny. But all she does is kill robots, machines, does parkour, uses a chainsaw, dies a few times, and she navigates a very, very beautiful environment. I like it. It might all be desert. It's like Breaking Bad in Mexico. But it's good. It has a good blend of a unique high-speed platforming, you can say. And apparently it has like a corner here. Like, it's a slice of life downtime. I don't call it that, I call it a dating simulator. And you'll probably see why later. But, I mean, it's good. I like it. The plot's good. The ending's quite good. Is it good, the ending? I mean, actually, yes, it is actually. Yes, the ending is good. Spoilers, obviously. But I did play through the entire game. Took me like, was it 7 hours? I'll put up the stats again anyway. I'll keep it in a corner somewhere. But it took me a few hours, and I'm pleased that it took me that long. I could have done better with less dying and getting mushed and mashed and obliterated, and it works. But anyway, the enemies. The enemies are basic. There's not many, I guess. There's unique ones. I don't really call the obstacles enemies as well, because your first enemy is a little construction digger thingy. You know, the small little things with the little arms, those ones. I don't know my machines well. Those guys are quite easy. You can dodge, you can roll. This is part of the gameplay mechanics as well, you know. Yeah, I basically think of it like Dark Souls, but it's more easy to an extent. Dodge, jump, roll, dodge, dodge, parry, parry, smack, smack, charge, attack. Like that. It's good. You can actually combo things in parkour to your enemies. And it's good. It keeps telling you more things on what you can do. It literally tells you, if you zoom in, that's your lock on. So if you're not fighting, you can zoom in and look at P. She does little emotes or she blushes when you look at her face. Cute. But when you're fighting enemies, it will lock in, well, lock in towards that enemy and give you a clean movement, really. And yeah, if you see a flash, you attack, and it happens with every single enemy. I'll keep reminding you that, and you've probably seen their videos, their shorts, saying you can parry anything. Anything is anything. Literally, in the intro, at one point, you're in a weird crypt tomb with giant cranes. What did it teach you? You can parry. Oh, okay. What am I parrying? You're gonna parry a giant crane, where it'll whip its hook, so you hit the hook, and it wraps itself around the crane to destroy it. Only happens once as well, you know. There's only one crane that you fight, and it's that. Am I complaining? Maybe. I do like the introduction. It's intense, it's fun. You might need to train a lot, but I guess you can... I don't know, you can find your way. So after you do all that, you're roaming around. It's a good mix. It's a mixture of fighting, parkour, and storytelling. To an extent. Because, I mean, I know I'm on the enemies and gameplay mechanics section, but to explain them, I need to talk about the environment at the same time. Because you start from the bottom to the top, but you also go to the top, then down to the top again, to down to the top. It's a weird up and down, left, right, all that type of movement. It's impressive. I like it because it can literally transform to a parking garage, to a dystopian city, to a wind farm, to a quarry, to an airport, desert airport thing. I mean, it's good. I like it. It's impressive. And I mean, we're going to stick with the gameplay mechanics and enemies. there's a point in the game where there's the 3 squid robot bot machine mechanicals clankers. That's an I kid you not, that's an actual scene. I'll put it in later in chapter 3 because we'll talk about stacking off scenes then. But it has unique mechanics. There's 3 bots. How do I get past this massive gap? Simple. You jump at one, slash, you jump again, slash, you jump again, slash, you jump. So it's literally telling you that you can hop on enemies after you kill them. Is it bad? Maybe. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, it has plenty of mechanics. You can go up, down, hook into the wall, and do all that. And it's rather good. Right, sorry about people, bit of an intrusion there. But yeah, we can slice, we can climb, we can do many actions. And I like it. It's impressive. It's unique. But yeah, as I said, there's the digger dudes, the squid monster things, road rollers. Sorry, I can't keep a straight face saying that. It keeps popping in my head. There's the bosses. I mean, let me just tell you this. There's 3 basic enemies. There's about 2, 4. We'll say 2. 2 types of obstacle enemies. One is a massive sledgehammer cylinder thing that keeps going like a swing. Up, in the middle, then up again. Like that. It's impressive. Easy to dodge, I guess. Quite annoying when there's 2 of them smushed together, as you'll see in the gameplay on the footage on the back there. It's fun. There's grinders, just a pile of saw blades mushed together, spinning constantly. It's yeah, it's fair, I guess. Bosses. I love the bosses. There are 8 chapters, which means 8 bosses at the end of every single chapter. Is it amazing? Yes, it is. The build-up is good. And obviously I'll be milking this for a bit, because there'll be obviously there'll be a review now, a boss ranking the bosses, have a slacking off scenes good, and should you get the game. And I won't be spoiling much here. But anyway, your first boss is a dump truck, and you know, they're naturally big. But let's say you have megalophobia, yeah? Fear of big objects and everything. It pushes the size up to 100, and it's massive. You can parry it, yeah. Let it drive into you, and you swing. You parry, like, I don't know, man, a big, very big vehicle. Is the boss fight good? I like it. It's basic, but your next boss is a helicopter. Do they use helicopters in construction work? Yes, I guess. I mean, if you can't get anywhere, I guess you can do it. I mean, sure. Who else is there? Because it's quite hard trying to remember them all by heart. But yeah, you have your dump truck, your helicopter, a very weird one. It's another digger, like the small ones, but it's bigger and has 2 arms with scoopers on. It's unique. I like it. It's a interesting change, but also all of the bosses have different structures on them. So your first boss will be easy. Your second one, you're gonna need a lot of thinking here, because that helicopter is introduced after the squid, because it shoots saw blades. Now you'll see why the helicopter is important there, because how do you get it on the floor? Well, two ways actually. You can parkour up to it. Okay, quite basic. Or you parry it. Yeah, enough said. But yeah, you have the digger dude. So that's 3 out of your 8. Now, it's getting funny. Your 4th one is a weird snake-like digger. Crane? Crane. It's not a digger, it's a crane. It's a weird snake-like crane vehicle, and you fight on a bridge. Is the fight hard? No, it's annoying. But I guess there's different ways of completing it, isn't there? Your 5th one would be the legendary the giant teeth. Like, you know, you chill at the quarry and boom, the most biggest machine ever created is fighting you. It doesn't even need an upscale, it's literally just big. You can parry the blade. It's amazing. And I mean, it is quite good. It's impressive on how they do it all. Because you have, as I said, dump truck, helicopter, crane, digger, the teeth. I love the teeth one. You have a weird scooper. Because you're fighting on the wind farm area. And I mean, unique? Maybe. Because how you fight it is unique. You either parry it, or you flip it. Which you can do while parrying, but you can also flip it using the wind on the ground. Yeah? Yeah, I know it's confusing. But I mean, it's basic, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to do. Right now, we're having a look at a wiki just to look at the bosses to remember who they are, and it makes it funny because yeah, you have the dump truck, the helicopter, the I forgot, yeah, the Metal Gear. Oh my god, oh, I'm actually stupid here. But yeah, chapter 1, you have the dump truck. Chapter 2, the helicopter. Chapter 3 is the mech, which is the Metal Gear, which has a massive drill you can parry. Then you have a crane train, quite good. Then you have the excavator, which is in chapter 5, which I'm talking about, the double one, because those little dudes are now big with 2. You have a combine thing, which is the wind farm boss. It's a very, very long thing. As I said, bucket wheel, which is the teeth, and the quarry. And your final boss is a flying train. Do they use flying trains in construction work? I mean, I won't say anything about it, I'm just gonna applaud them for using a flying train. Magic, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's the basics of what you should know in chapter 1. Chapter 2, I'm going to talk about the good and the bad, and maybe the ugly. Ugly, there's none there really. But I'll do it like this. We'll talk about the bad things first. You may say, Crimin, it's a skill issue. You're just dookie at the game. You're dookie, you can't parkour, you don't have the life, you can't do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. It is a skill issue. Until you can't stop jumping when you mantle over a wall. So, bad things. This is my opinion. You have your own opinion, I have mine. This is a friendly space where you can share your thoughts on what happens in this game. So, bad things. The ones I call out will be the movement and the parkour. Not the tutorials, because the tutorials do teach you on how you should move and how you should do things. For example, it tells you how to use the wall ride using the chainsaw. Okay, quite easy to understand. I slap my chainsaw into a wall and I spin. Okay, how do I go up? It'll literally say, let go of the chainsaw and press it again while moving upwards, which is W. And P will slam the sword into the wall again, but go upwards. Okay, that's rather fair. Now, here's where the fun starts in the bad section. The parkour is finicky. The movement is finicky as well. I think there is a slight delay. That might be me. But I think there is a slight delay in the movement. Because, I just don't know how you explain it that much, though. At some points you're moving so smoothly, you won't die at any point. But then you have the section of wall run to another wall. Okay, simple. I'll wall run, and then I'll jump, but she'll just look the other way around. And I mean, is that a me problem? Maybe. It might be a me problem, so I'll try again. Let's do it again. I'll wall run, but this time she just goes like double climb on the wall to get higher and then jump off. I just don't know why. I will be pressing the D because it's all about movement based. But if you also hold a different button in, like space, which is your jump, and your wall run, and all your other mechanics, you kind of do too many inputs. That might be a problem, so should there be some delays? Maybe. Now, parrying, could it have an improvement? Maybe, but also no. Because it does tell you can parry anything, but I don't think it tells you how to parry most things. Because I tried parrying the squids with their saw blades. Did I do it correctly? Yes, because I did a basic slice, and you know to parry, you should hear the ding, the metal clanking sound. Okay, why is it just in front of me now? Because you need to charge attack it. Did the tutorial say it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Because I did finish this like weeks ago. So yeah. Whoops. But I mean, that's really the only bad things, is just a delay and the movement and maybe the parkour. Is it a skill issue? I say 50-50. It is a skill issue because it's parkour. Parkour is naturally hard if you don't know where to go. Is that fair? Of course it's fair. You just have to get better. But how about the good things in the game? Well, overall, it's all good. The environment is brilliant. The pacing is good. Combat encounters are somewhat short, but are somewhat long at the same time. Because the mini enemies, the basics, they kind of build up the boss fight. So you know how it's all planned, I guess. But, I mean, the music, it locks you in. It really locks you in, the music. And you'll probably hear it on the background as well. And I'll have the names be popping up in the corner as well. Because I feel like the soundtrack gives a good ambience, electric vibe, machinery vibe. Because it gives the aggressiveness. It's fast paced, it's not slow, it's smooth, but it's also fast. Because you lock in with every single bit of movement. The colour scheme is good. A bit of orange, a bit of yellow sand, and a bit of grey, because it's brutalist. But what else can I really say? Yes, there's some rough areas, but there's nothing really to talk about there. Because balancing, I don't really say there's a balancing issue. It's more about skill and delay. Is it good? Yes, it is good. That's what I'm saying. It's good. But it's about the flow. Can you flow through it? Yes, you can. Is the music helping? Definitely helps you with a lot of things. But I guess that's really all I can say. Because it actually is testing your skill and patience. I like it. It's good. You may call it a bad thing, but you have to test your skill and patience, but that's kind of how it worked. It's somewhat of a puzzle. Is it a puzzle game? It's not a puzzle game. Parkour puzzle, maybe. Maybe. I'll say that. But I guess that really ends with chapter 2, so yeah. Chapter 3. Now, chapter 3 here is the strange bits. How strange? I mean, it's like a dating simulator when you slack off, because that's the only part of slacking off. But first we'll talk about the art style. The art style is 3D, low poly, maybe. You could say it's low poly in some areas, but it's a unique style. It's anime based. You don't really get a reward if you guess why. But yeah, I've already explained the art style, so you should know what the basics are. Background footage included. But yeah. When I say it's a weird but strange, it's Motorslice. With a name like that, you think Motorslice is very gory. It is. To you. Not the robots. To you. You are the gore. But, yeah. So, the slacking off scenes. They're unique. It's normal when you first do your slacking off. You're chilling, you're calm, and you get different choices on what you can say. I tested them out, and I don't see a difference on what they do, I think. Because I tested out on most of them, and it'll give you two choices. Be the big corporate dude saying, get back to work, or you'll die. Keep doing this, kill the machines, do your job, do your tasks, do this, be good. Or you can have super anime dating simulator with feet and sweat and stuff. Yeah, that's a mouthful. What do I mean by all that? Simple. The slacking off scenes are unique, brilliantly made, which you can learn more, where it puts in the slice of life aspect. I call it a dating aspect, because it's literal flirting. But it isn't at the same time, because Orby, you're the camera, you can also blink. I forgot to say that. Middle mouse click, the scroll wheel, if you click it, you blink. It also cleans the screen. I love it, it's brilliant. You can also see it in the cutscenes. Anyway, move that aside for the slacking off scenes now, yes? So, you can say it's made for certain audiences.
I slept a bit.
Which is true. It is for a certain audience. Where it could literally be normal, happy, quite artistic really, to a full-on sweaty, character doing exercises and grunting. I mean, I don't think anyone's complaining there. I mean, sure, if you want to complain, but you're boring, I guess. It's not a Gooner game. It's not sexualized. I mean, maybe it's sexualized, but it's not sexualized. It's not a Gooner. Maybe. But it's flirting. That's all I can say. It's flirting. Is there a problem with it? No. I say it adds a comedic value. Now, I'm not really Socrates in the gooning industry in some sort of way. But, I mean, the cutscenes all work well. There's nothing bad. You learn more about P. It's good. You calm down. It's a nice break after dying a few times. Then you go back to killing machines, and yeah, it's brilliant. It adds a tone, maybe a charm, and it's good. It's funny, comedic, I guess. It's unique. I mean, I'll show some here, and you'll see how they all act, and it's fun. It's fun.
I have sand all over my body. It's coarse and rough. It's everywhere.
Rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Even in my boots. What are you doing?
But it's strong and powerful. That's all I can say. Now, Chapter 4. This is where the fun begins. Because it's, drum roll, rating and the ending of the game. And the big old question. So, let's talk about the ending. In the ending sequence, P takes her glove off. What's it reveal? A weird, rotten hand. Does it explain everything in the story? Yes. And no. The story's deep, the lore's deep, but it's kind of missed. Is it missed? The story's missed? Maybe. I'm not complaining. I like the story. It's good. But let's talk the rating. I mean the ending still. You defeat the train boss. Okay. Basic. We land somewhere. We then climb up a massive tower. That tower then reveals the credits. And it's amazing. You can move around still. You can zoom in. It's brilliant. You then go up above and everything locks down. Interesting. Very. The style changed. You run forward, you climb, and boom, mega reveal. We're in a completely different zone of a mega structure. Why do I say that? Simple. In the literal start, you're ground zero. You then go upwards to a city-ish area. It's all desert, it's all blue. Like a desert. As soon as you climb that tower, it's now rainy and there's a full-on storm with water. It's impressive because they actually mention that the robots and everything actually create the environment. Why there's grass? Is it fake? Is it real? It's a mixture. Apparently, even P says at one point that the grass is fake but still like the real thing because the robots are making it. The literal structure is alive. It's brilliant. Now, big old question, is it a Gooner game? Is it sexualized? Maybe. So, what's the answer? Is it or is it not? I would say not really, but it depends on the audience from all the things, you see. Mainly slacking off, mainly how the character acts, but there's nothing really to show there. From the amount of comments I see about her goggles. Yeah, I mean goggles, not the big honker-magongas, not the big melons, matey. We're talking about the goggles she wears to scan the area. Speaking of that, you do have orbs to protect you. You have a life system, forgot to mention that. A life system, I like that. You collect the orbs, you can deliver them, okay? You get a little score based on them. Or, they give you a second life. You use your simps to protect you. That is amazing. That's another point for rating. Is it a Guna game? No, it isn't. It's just how the advertisement is. It's filled with action, it's stylish, it's a platformer, and has a distraction of anime energy and weird fan service. Feet, you could say, yeah. I mean, well, you've probably already seen the slacking off scene there, but yeah, it's good. Is it messy? Maybe. Is it unfinished? No. Could it be improved? Maybe. Do I want a second one? Yeah. So, what's my rating? I will give it, drum roll, I will give it 8 Orbeez out of 10. Yeah, that's my ending there. 8 Orbeez out of 10. Honestly, it's quite fair. So, I hope you enjoy this review. And yeah, subscribe, like, give your opinions in the comments, and yeah, enjoy yourself.